Okay, so the question number 3 is repeat sentence. How many of you have already performed this question? Good morning. Hi. पहले किया सबने? Yes? Okay. So this is question number 2 in your speaking module. All you have to do is listen to the sentence and then repeat it, right? And what if you do not understand the sentence as such? What will you do? Malo, you heard a sentence and you could grab only a couple of words here and there. So would you say those words or do you simply skip it? No, we don't skip it. Whatever you understand from the sentence, be it a couple of words, 2 or 3 words, or the whole sentence, which is good, you say it without wasting your time because this question is based on partial marking. So something is better than nothing. Of course, we focus on to grabbing the whole sentence as it is. That is a good scenario. But if not, then whatever you can understand, say it quickly. The point is not to waste your time so as to maintain your fluency, which will get you scores in speaking. And then whatever content you are being able to grab and then say, that will fetch you scores in listening. As simple as that. Okay. So I'm going to play the audio, listen to it carefully. And there is one strategy that we usually discuss or we ask our students to follow. I will discuss that a little later. Okay. Ready?
Like humans,
The volume is good enough, right? Start from the beginning.
like humans, owls can see in 3 dimensions.
Gary. Aman. Yes, like humans, owls can see in 3 dimensions. See, this is what I told you. If you could understand only a few words here and there, just say it. Okay, we don't have time to think about it. Okay, let's go to the next one.
Modern art now does better than stocks as an investment.
Guys, say it. Raman, Rajpreet. Modern art now does better than investment in stocks. Okay. Okay, guys, let's quickly discuss the strategy. I can see that all of you are just scribbling, writing and writing. Don't you think if you keep on writing the whole sentence, the recording time is on and then you're still writing? Can you do that? As soon as the recorder is on, you have to say your response. And how would you know if the recorder is ready or not? How would you know? Tell me. You're sitting in front of your computer, you heard a sentence, and then you're busy writing it down. How would you know if the recorder is on? Batao, kuch batao mujhe. You have to keep your eyes on the screen. That's how you know. Sometimes what they do is they give you a 3 second gap. 3 seconds window is there. You heard a sentence and then the 3 seconds time lapse is there before you say it. Kai bar hota hai and sometimes it is not there. So you have to listen to it and then you have to say it straight away. This is something you will get to know only once you sit in the exam. We cannot predict that. Okay. So in any which scenario, you have to keep an eye on the screen so that you know this is where I should be saying my response. If you're quiet for 2 or more than 2 seconds, there's no point of you saying that. You get my point? Okay. And the strategy is, of course, if the sentence is a little shorter, you can simply listen to it and then say it. The problem comes when it is a little lengthy, right? So what you can do is you write the initials for only a couple of words in the beginning. Let's say when I say couple of the words, I meant 3 to 4 or 4 to 5. Write the initial for the starting words, keep the rest of the words, the last wale words in your mind, and then you say it. Did you not notice that when you keep on writing, you can't really get it? And then you can't write the whole sentence, only the initials of the words. Doesn't make sense, right? I will demonstrate that onto the board. Okay, let's listen to the next one. Good morning, Yassine.
Commercial necessity was the reason given for the decision.
Okay, who will try before I forget? Commercial necessity was the reason given for, I forgot. Let's listen to it one more time. For the decision. No, no, it was something else. Commercial necessity was the reason given for something.
Commercial necessity was the reason given for the decision.
Yeah, for the decision. See, that's what you do. It was a shorter sentence, but it was a little quick. So unless you have, noted down the couple of letters, you are very likely to forget it. Okay. And then writing the initials, Is it very easy? Do you want to try it? Let's try it for the next sentence.
Grants are available to those in financial difficulty.
Say it. Grants are available to those in financial difficulty. It was a very short sentence, guys, but it was quick. And then let's say, okay, what was the word that you got stuck at? First one. But did you understand the last bit or the last words? Then say, take your chance, right? This accent was a little typical. It was like grants, but the pronunciation was something like grunts, right? Then you have to, sometimes you have to make up your mind what you can say, what can be the suitable word for that particular blank, okay? If not, don't try your luck over there. You don't have that much time. You don't have a chance to repeat the audio, do you? So don't worry about it. And then come back to writing the initials. This is something that always takes a bit of time and practice. At times, you won't be able to grab the first letter unless you have practice. And then this is a strategy you will be using in another question. And which one is that? Write from dictation. When you talk about write from dictation, this is where you will be writing the initials for all the given words in the audio. Here we are just writing a couple of them in the beginning, but in the write from dictation, you have to make sure that you write the initial for all the given words that you hear and understand in the audio. And there is one fine line of difference. With the write from dictation audios, they're a little slower than repeat sentences. Plus, there are only 3 to 4 write from dictation. But as when you talk about repeat sentences, there will be 8 to 11, 8 to 10, 8 to 12. So number is a little higher. Okay. So that gives you a bit of time to write it down. But then make sure that you practice this strategy. Okay. Okay, now, any questions with repeat sentences? Is it an important question? Is it an important question? If you attended yesterday's session, you would know, you should know that this is one of the very important questions when it comes to scoring in listening. Okay, along with writing dictation, of course. Okay, guys, let's move on to the next question. Did you not have the worksheet? That's mine. Let me grab yours. Okay. We'll get it very soon, guys. Kaka is stapling the sheet. So what I'll do is I'm going to move on to the next question, and that is your retail lecture. How many of you are doing this question for the very first time with me? Retail lecture. पहले किया हुआ है? Have you done this before? Okay. So I'll play the audio. Your job is to, what will you be doing? To make some notes. Take as many notes as you can, and at the same time, you have to ensure that whatever you are writing, you should be able to read it. That's important bit. Okay. Okay, guys, here we go.
For centuries, humans have been using substances to alter their state of mind, from caffeine, cigarettes, and alcohol to more extreme drugs. But as the most commonly used illicit drug in North America, where does marijuana fit in, and how exactly does it affect your brain? First, we need to understand how the brain functions. Your neurons are the cells that process information in the brain. By releasing chemicals called neurotransmitters from the axon of one neuron to the dendrite of another, they change the electrical charge of the receiving neuron, consequently exciting or inhibiting it. If excited, the signal is passed on. Though it sounds simple, these signals work together and the effect is quickly compounded into complex configurations within milliseconds, flushing over the entire brain. This is what happens every single time you think, breathe, or move. So what's going on inside your brain when you're smoking marijuana? Well, unlike alcohol, which contains molecules nothing like those in our body, cannabis contains molecules that resemble those produced in our very own brains, cannabinoids. Though naturally these cannabinoids circulate in much lower quantities compared to the large influx imposed by smoking. Specifically, the chemical tetrahydrocannabinol, or THC, resembles a natural transmitter called anandamide. These cannabinoids are specialized neurotransmitters released by neurons having just fired. Neurons temporarily become unresponsive after firing to prevent them from overreacting or being too dominant. This allows your brain to function in a calm and controlled manner. But cannabinoids interrupt this approach in some parts of the brain. Instead, they remove the refractory period of neurons that are already active and cause your thoughts, imagination, and perception to utterly magnify itself. This means once you begin your train of thought, it becomes the most significant and profound thing ever. You can't see the big picture or even recall your last epiphany because you're caught up in the momentum of a particular idea, and your neurons keep firing until a new idea takes hold and you go off on a new tangent. These cannabinoids also affect the levels of dopamine and norepinephrine in your brain, often leading to a sense of euphoria, relaxation, pain modulation, and general enhancement of an experience, though sometimes causing anxiety. Furthermore, there are cannabinoid receptors in areas controlling short-term memory, learning, coordination, movement control, and higher cognitive functions.
Got a burning question you want answered? Ask it in the comments or on Facebook and Twitter, and subscribe for more weekly science videos.
You guys have a look on your notes. Can you read it? This was a very lengthy audio, I would say. This was for like 2 minutes and 27 seconds. In exam, I don't think you'll get that lengthy audio, which in certain aspects is good. Because when you happen to listen to such a lengthy audio, you make too many notes. And then the problem is, where do I start from? Right? Okay. So the idea is to listen to the audio carefully, try to make some notes, as many as you can, as I said before, and then you should be able to read it. But the point is, the question is, what kind of notes am I supposed to make? Abata, what do you write? Do you write the sentences? You don't need to write the sentences. Then what? Chunks of words, that means the phrases. What kind of phrases? Something very meaningful. Can I say the brain is, the people are, the idea is? So these are not the meaningful phrases. So whatever you make or whatever the notes you pen down, they should be a proper phrase. For example, environmental degradation, brain project, brain research, human body. See, these are the couple of examples I'm just giving you. Okay, guys, so once you have finished taking the notes, the next task is to use those notes into the format. How many of you have format for the retail lecture question? Please raise your hands if you already have it. Most of you, right? I'll quickly write down the format on the board and then we'll perform this question. In the meantime, what I want you to do, the ones who already have the notes or the format, you will start practicing this question. So with this question, how long do we have to record our response? 40 seconds. Do we speak for 40 seconds? Yes, we do. The idea is to speak continuously without making or without taking any pauses in between, and then try to use your notes fit or in the form of the format, right? That will be fitting writing down. In the meantime, आप अपना practice करो, all of you. I should be able to hear your voices, guys, when you are doing this question. Okay, guys, good morning. This is the format that we use for the retail lecture question. And then who will perform this question now? Asim, you want to try? Yes, I'll set the timer for you. Let's get started. Yep. And the time is up. So, Asim, is this the pace that you maintain for the all given questions in the speaking? इसी speed पे बोलते हो? Yes. Okay, guys. So, as I discussed yesterday as well, this is not about the speed but about the fluency. He's a very fast speaker. So, as long as he can maintain his fluency, no matter what speed he uses, he should be fine, right? So, what you have to do is see the way he was doing. He was using the format and then putting the notes, whatever he has written down. And then at around 37 seconds, he started repeating the whole set of notes again. That's what you do. If you think, okay, there are two scenarios. One thing, you have got good enough notes for you to kill your 40 seconds time, all good. But in certain cases, let's say the audio is not very lengthy, and then you could not grab or could not note down many notes, that is okay. So whatever you have no pen down, you put those phrases into the format, and if needed, you can start repeating it. Okay, when you speak continuously, your speaking marks are safe. But when you try to put more content from the audio, that means you are addressing your listening scores at the same time. Okay, so who else? Janti, do you want to try it? Oh, you haven't heard it. Anybody else? Aviram? Why not? Yeah, that's with the retail lecture. Oh, he will be giving us one. Anybody else? Priya, do you want to try? Hanji, you have a different retail lecture. How come you have a different one? Okay, you want to try the one that you had practice at home. You can do that. That's okay. Yep. Yeah, it is only 30 seconds. For an ample given. Kawaljeet, you have to work on your pronunciation at the same time. Fluency is okay, I would say. So one thing, guys, I would tell this thing again. You never look at the enabling criteria. Whatever enabling criteria you can see on your score report, never ever be bothered about that. All you have to pay attention is to the scores, listening, reading, speaking, and writing, plus the feedback that you're being given in the class. Never rely upon that. I'll tell you why. Let's say you have got 80 in your spellings. You can still get 40 in your writing. Can you explain that? There's no explanation to that. You can get very good scores in your fluency, but at the same time, you are getting around 50 or 60 in your speaking. Again, that's something that you can't explain. So don't worry about that criteria. This is why we have been asking, or we have been motivating our students to make those appointments, because only the teachers can let you know if you're doing everything right in terms of your fluency, if you need to work on your pronunciation, if your speed is okay, if you can maintain your fluency throughout the speaking module or not. And whenever you plan to take your real exam, it is very, very, very important, especially if you are new with PT and new with us. And in case you are not getting your 90s in speaking, it is very important that you take that mock test with us. It costs you around $40 to $50. Don't you think it's a wise idea to spend $50 than to waste $330? Because unless you are cracking your speaking, it is not going to happen in other modules. You're not going to make it to listening and reading, no matter if you're targeting for 7 or for 8. And even if you're targeting for 6, we ask our students to aim for 19 speaking, which is very much achievable. जो चीज हो सकती है उसके बारे में बात करेंगे ना. So that's what you have to do. Okay, so let's quickly discuss that. So whatever phrases you have made, you will be using or putting those phrases into here. So when I say phrases, try to keep it only up to 2 or 3 words. Don't go over the board. ज़्यादा करोगे तो नहीं fit हो पाएगा. And here, put the topic. When you heard this audio, what is the topic for this audio? Can you tell me in 1 or 2 words? They were talking about the drugs, cannabis, cigarettes, smoking, right? So you can simply say the talk delineates a detailed picture regarding different drugs like cannabis and cigarettes. Baat khatam. You don't have to exercise your brain. You don't have to worry about the grammar. Simply keep on filling the notes in here. The speaker also talked about human brain. The speaker also mentioned about the harmful effects of cigarette smoking. That was also whatever your next phrase is, right? Keep it simple, keep it slow but fluent. When you're trying to rush, you can't read, you can't think. And then don't worry about the order of the sentences. It is not that on number 3 you have to say the speaker also mentioned that. It could be any other sentence, whatever comes across your mind. First and the last should be the same. In between, shuffle the order the any which way you want to do. Okay. And how many? Tell me how many of you are practicing this question on a regular basis? See, this question is like a prescribed medicine that you have to take on a regular basis. If you don't take it, your blood pressure either will go up or either will go down. So this is such question, your read a lecture, your read aloud, and your repeat sentences. These 3 questions, they should be practiced on a regular basis. No matter if you're going to sit for exam in the next month or after 6 months or whatever. If you don't practice this question, you will lose the rhythm. You will lose that momentum, which is very important. Okay, so I don't worry about any of the question, but yes, this one, repeat sentence, read aloud. It doesn't take more than half an hour. Trust me, only half an hour is all you need. Before before you hit the bed, before you hit the hay, just practice this question, especially read a lecture. What do you need? Do you need a particular audio for that read a lecture? Go to YouTube. Hundreds of audios are there. Listen to any one of them, make your notes, and then practice. Record your voice. Record your voice, listen to it, and then see how many pauses you are making, so that next time my pauses should go down. And see if you can understand your own words or not. If you can't, that means you can't expect computer to understand the words or the same word. Okay, let's quickly go to the next question, guys, which is our write from dictation. Somebody has taken my worksheet. Okay, that's okay. So yeah, write from dictation it is. I'll quickly play the audio. Now I want you to write down the entire sentence as it is. No mistake with the grammar, no mistake with the spellings, right? This is how you'll be scoring well in listening as well as writing. Are we ready? Shall I say that dialogue from the movie Uri? Where is how's the Josh? Because there is no Josh. What happened, guys? You haven't had your breakfast? इसका भी कोई जवाब नहीं है. पता नहीं कौन सी दुनिया में हो तुम लोग. Okay.
Nearest one would probably be just beside the
I'll play the thing. Okay?
nearest one would probably be just beside the library.
Okay, guys. What is the sentence? Nearest one would probably be just besides the library. Simple. While you are writing the initials, keep on saying that sentence in your head unless you have finally typed it on your screen. Or what you can do is you can roughly write it on the piece of paper. That will depend how much time you have given to yourself for this very question. If you have spared yourself 6 to 8 minutes, then you can very well play with the time. You can write the initials, write the sentence in draft, and then transfer your response. Let's say if you have given yourself only 4 minutes time in the last or in the end, you can't really do justice with that question. It needs that much time. And when you have 8 minutes, I will not be tensed. I would be relaxed. And then I would be able to understand the sentence properly. Okay, let's go to the next one. This is for Sami. Sami, you will give the sentence to me.
investigators also for the families. 66 people died in this crash. The families are hoping this news will also help.
He tried to explain the directional trends of modern science.
The U.S. State Department, which oversees the country's foreign affairs, is warning Americans about traveling to Europe. It says the large number of tourists who visit the continent over.
Yep.
Why do we carry on with this approach that doesn't seem...
Sorry. Yes, Ami? Don't look at my initials. Read it from your notebook. He tried to explain something, right? Anybody else? Any luck? Yes, Jayanti? Yes, Asim? So this is what I heard. He tried to explain the direction or trends of modern science. So this is what I understood. I will write it down. Can I double check with the person sitting next to me? Doing the elbow thing. Okay, what did you get? Don't never ever try your luck because it will be all the way a different question here. Okay, so let's go to the next one. This is for Rajdeep. Rajdeep Hona? Yeah, next for you.
Why do we carry on with this approach that doesn't seem to be working? And
how terrorists are trying to sneak into Europe among the scores of migrants and refugees going there.
Yes, Rajpreet. Okay, whatever it is. Yeah, anybody else before I forget my sentence? Yes. Nah, something is not right. Anybody else? Yep. Well done. Whatever we carry on this approach does not seem to be working. Guys, this works so well. Keep on saying that sentence. This is something you have to stick to. Otherwise, you'll forget it. While I'm talking to you, I forget it. Okay, so keep on saying that sentence in your head. Let's go to the next one.
And a French intelligence official recently told CNN that police don't think
The college has decided to build a new lecture hall.
That's a simple one. Aman, try. That was a simple one. Anybody else? Yes. The college has decided to build a new lecture home. It's so easy, kuch bhi nahi hoga, guys. Pay attention, pay focus. And just
اللهم صل على سيدنا اللهم صل على سيدنا مولانا محمد اللهم صل على سيدنا ومولانا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا ومولانا محمد. Okay, so we start with describe image. Okay, so we'll have a timer on and then we will all do it together. Okay, not together, I mean individually. All right, start with Mr. Gary. Gary, can I call you Gary, or I haven't achieved that Ludhiana status yet.
I'm not part of it, sir.
Tarun or Gary? Gary, your time. Which is gonna open the timer and then time starts now. How long? You know that how long? Yeah. 40. See, Gary, you should know it already. So although they will give you 40 seconds, but we will perform only for 25 seconds. All right? Okay. Stop. The reason is we've checked that after about 20 seconds, you start fumbling, struggling, And do you think you need to cover everything you see in the image within that time frame? And do you think that that will decide your PT score? No. Messenger copy on it. Maybe this is all good. Now the thing was, yeah. So because the content in the image doesn't really matter much, yeah. I mean it does, but not as much as you think. So we've checked that. So even if we cover only 20%, 30% of the image content, we can still score 90. And this question doesn't go to any other module, only in speaking. So you're safe. Make sense? Now retail lecture goes to listening. It's very important. That's why we focus on the content. You see that? More. And we've checked that in our experiments that if we do not focus on the content much, we just talk anything like this image fluently, nicely. We get our 90 in speaking, but we lose marks in listening. What does it mean? I know I'm talking about two different types of questions, but the points are relevant. That's why I'm explaining them. Yeah. So retail lecture is more towards listening. So if you're failing in listening, focus on retail lecture more. Now these image, so this is like all speaking. All right. So we've checked that content doesn't matter much, but we still use the content. Don't get me wrong. When I say content doesn't matter much, it doesn't mean you use anything you want. No, we want you to follow what we do in the class because that's how we did the experiment. And what is that? We took the content and make up a nice story. Because making a story in the exam is not as easy for you guys as us because we are experienced. So you means you're fumbling, struggling. The computer records them. And it's not a human computer, human examiner. It's a machine. And what does a machine do? It just decides or gives you the score based on your performance, where it found the content 100%, but fluency struggling. Okay. Good point. Now, last argument here is we've checked. Now you tell me. Now it's your first date. First ever date, or you are going on a date. Now, do you prefer spending 5 minutes with her or with him without doing anything silly? Or you want to spend half an hour but doing something dumb? Make sense? What is the impression? Doing something silly or dumb will make her go off or go away from you. It's something similar. We've checked that 25 seconds performance करने के बाद भी we don't struggle in speaking score. We get 90. But if I allow you to keep or let you to keep talking after 25 seconds, what you do is you start struggling and fumbling. So 20 to 25 seconds smooth performance is way better than 40 seconds performance with a couple of fumbles and struggles. Make sense, everyone? That's what we are all after. We are after the same target, which is 19 speaking. All good, everyone? Now let's start. Gary, Mr. Gary, Ruchit, on the timer. I'll do them. It's okay. Time starts now. माइक्रोफोन देना बाकी लोग सुन रहे हैं, मैं भूल गया था. Sorry, बार-बार आपको मैं रोक रहा हूँ. Gary.
Talk outlines.
थोड़ा सा पास लेके जाओ ये.
Hello. The talk outlines about the. I have seen so many colors in the pictures. It's a yellow, green, and red. I have so many numbers in the pictures. It's talking about the traffic signals. 10%, 9%.
देखा हूँ कितना आ रहा है, देखा आपका इतना सारा आ रहा है, लड़की नहीं पटेगी. So examiner, you will fail. You can't perform like this, Gary. So you have to practice a lot at home. So you have to practice in this classroom as well, or in the library. You have to practice. You have to have a friend who will find these mistakes. Nahi ho raha hai. Who can do it better? Good. So let's give the mic. I forgot your name, sorry. Kavalji. Your time starts now. Close, Michael. Close, please. Close.
I have a beautiful picture in front of me. I have to talk about 25 seconds. Let me have a closer look at the picture. By looking closely, I can see various strands are emerging. I can see the title of the picture. A, I can repeat again.
हाँ एग्जाम में क्या बोलोगे आई कैन रिपीट अगेन प्लीज प्लीज आंटी प्लीज आ जाओ चेंज कर दो होगा नहीं ना सो यू फेल
No, I want to repeat.
ना
One chance.
नो चांस चलो दे दिया एक मौका एग्जाम में नहीं मिलेगा
Because
ठीक
I
है
didn't see the little bit, I didn't see the this new title here.
चलो एग्जाम में कोई एक्सक्यूज वोंट बी ग्रांटेड ओके चलो वन मोर मौका टाइम स्टार्ट्स नाउ
I have a beautiful picture in front of me. I have to talk about 25 seconds. Let me have a closer look at the picture. By looking closely, I can see various strands are emerging. I cannot see the title of the picture, but I can see some words such as roundabout, traffic signals, and I can see some numbers such as 32%, 10%. I can see some color blue, black, and yellow. Yellow is my favorite color. I will be
टाइम इज
pressing
अप
next
बोलो
and
बोल
OK.
क्यों नहीं रही है टाइम खत्म हो गया खत्म नहीं हुआ अब तक बोल ही रहा है सुबह से कवलजीत टाइम अप अगर नहीं भी आप हो जाना चाहिए था पहले कवलजीत तुम कब से आ रहे हो हमारे पास So the thing is, what I'm trying to say is the way he performed is no way closer to the way we do in the class or practice in the class. Yeah, maybe he must have forgotten. He came here last year, so no good. Yeah, you have to improve a lot. The fluency is not there at all. It's like you're saying something and then you're taking a little pause, and then saying something and then pause, saying and pause, and the pronunciations, were not good. You have to improve on that as well. If you see some of the words you're pronouncing wrongly, change them. Don't say them. Like closely, you're saying closely. If you have a closer look, closer or closer? बोलो closer. तुम्हारा जॉ आ रहा है ना closer, तो इसके लिए ना ही बोलो इसको. Let me have a look. Let me have a look. Closer बोलोगे तो कंप्यूटर सोचेगा closer, ये closer क्या है? Computer will not know if this is an English word, and it is not an English word. Close. English word close. Close. So whatever word you struggle in, skip that in the exam. Because wo word na bol ke bhi you can still score 90. Why would you, bother? Okay, good. You have to practice a lot. Kawaljeet, make some appointments and see your teacher every single day. I'm not hopeful. And without getting 90 in speaking, you can't expect to score 7 or even 8. Okay. Surya, please, your time starts. Please have the microphone. Time starts now.
I have got an interesting image in front of me. Let me have a closer look at the image. By looking closely, I can see several trends are emerging. I can see about the picture for 25 seconds. I got an image.
Keep talking. You shouldn't have stopped. I could see you're copying that note still all right with me in the beginning. Yeah, it's the beginning stage, but you shouldn't have stopped. Yeah, Sami. Time starts now.
I have seen beautiful picture in front of me. Let me take closer at this.
Picture is there. Look at the picture when you're saying. Look at the picture when you're saying it. Yeah, time again. Time starts now.
I can see a beautiful picture in front of me. Let me take closer at this picture. By the closer at the picture, I can see several picture. I can.
You see, Sami, you have to work on that. We'll come to the later. I just wanted to see how everyone does. Yeah, your name? Priya, your time starts now.
There is a beautiful picture in front of me. I need to explain this picture for next 25 seconds. Let me have a closer look at the picture. By having the
Priya,
closer
close. Closer mic.
By
closer
having
look.
the closer look, I can see several trends are emerging. I can see several colors. I can see several numbers: 14, 6%, 9%, 10%, 32%. I can see urban also. I can see there are roundabouts, traffic signals, drivery, and also I can see next 25 seconds are now up.
Good. Well done, Priya. A little bit of worry, but so far, Priya is the best. Let's see. We didn't give it to you. Okay, we'll come to you later. Your name, please? Rajdeep, the time starts now.
There is a beautiful picture in front of me. I have got 25 seconds to speak about the picture. Let me have a close look at the picture. After having a closer look, I can see different trends emerging in the picture. The picture depicts the information about the urban. It also provides the information by different categories such as a driveway, traffic signals, other extensions. It also provides the unit in percentage. It provides so many
Thank
colors
you,
like
Rajdeep. Thank you. I'll come to that later as well. Your name, please? Aman. You didn't thank her. She passed the mic on to you. Nay, pass it back, pass it back. फिर से दो. कितना अच्छा लग देगा? Don't be nervous, please. The time starts now.
There is a beautiful picture in front of me. Let me have a clear look at the picture. By looking closely, I can see several trends are emerging. I need to describe this picture for 25 seconds. The picture depicts the information related urban. I can see some words here like a driveway, traffic signal, other X junction. I can also see some numbers too: 26%, 32%, 10%, 9%, 14%. I can also see some colors here: red, blue, green, yellow. Red is my favorite
Thank
color.
you. Your name, please? Sorry. Amandeep. We'll come to that later as well. Yeah. Your name? Jayanti, please. Yeah. Your time starts now.
There is a beautiful picture in front of me. Let me have a closer look at the picture. By looking closely, I can see that level trends are emerging. I need to describe this picture for 25 seconds. The title of the picture is Urban. There are some words given here, such as driveway, roundabout, traffic signals, other X junctions. I can see some numbers too: 26, 14, 9, 10%, and 32%. I still have some time, so let me repeat my.
Thank you very much, Janti. So far, Janti is the best, yeah, but Janti also needs to worry about something. I'll talk about it later. Please pass the mic to those two people. Sami, please pass it to. You didn't thank him again. Again, pass it back to him. Sami, give it to him now. Give it to him again. Yeah, so he should have said thanks. Yeah, this is something we want to introduce. Our desis don't thank others. This is a desi culture, you know. If you see an Aussie, he gives you something, you say thank you with a smile. But a desi does something, we like desi ne diya kya hai? Hum just say yes, okay. It's not okay. We have to thank this culture. You know, we have to follow. But this is not about the culture only. We are biased. Why are we biased towards our desis? We don't like desis. You don't like this. You are a desi too. Why won't you like desis? Maybe you don't. Maybe desis have done a lot of dumb things with you. Yeah. It doesn't mean that you won't show this minimum courtesy. You go somewhere. I saw this. I've experienced this many times. You know, so in a service station, petrol station, you know, the Indian representative, Indian staff working, he smiles at the Aussie customers. When I go and pay, he doesn't even look at me properly. I think, wow, what did I do? I have a more expensive car outside still. I have a more expensive car outside. Still, he doesn't because I'm a Desi. Maybe he hates me more for that. I'm sorry, guys. I forgot your name. Rohit, your time starts now.
There's a beautiful image in front of me. Let me have a closer look of the given image. By looking closely, I can see that several trends are emerging, and I need to speak about 25 seconds on this given image. The title of the image is Urban, and I can see some different words: driveway, roundabout, traffic signals. I can see different numbers: 14, 9, and 10%. However, I can see the different colors: red, green, blue. Blue is my favorite color, and green is my sister.
Thank you, Rohit. You did well. Thank you very much. So far, Priya, Jayanti, and Rohit have done really well. I forgot your name. Asim. Asim means infinity. Yeah. Asim, your time starts now.
There is a beautiful picture in front of me. Let me have a closer look. By looking closely, I can see that there are several trends emerging. I need to speak about this image for next 25 seconds. Let me start with the heading. But unfortunately, there's no heading of the picture. But I can see a beautiful sentence. The sentence is: a goal without a plan is just a wish. There are also different colors used in this image, like red, green, black, blue, yellow. My favorite color is yellow. I think my time is up. Now let me move on to the next question. In order to move on to the next question,
Time is up, Asim. Well done, but you were a little too quick. We don't do that. Yep, last. Your name, please? Abhiram. Your time starts now.
There is a beautiful picture in front of me. Let me have a closer look at this picture. By looking closely, there are several trends emerging. Let me speak about this picture by 25 seconds. I can see urban highway, redundant traffic signals, other junctions, 10%, 9%, 14%. I have to speak 25 seconds. I'm repeating again. So let me have a closer look at this picture. By looking closely, I can see several trends are emerging.
Not too bad. I mean, but you have to worry about your closer. You know, this za sound is not clear. It is like closer, something like this. How do you say it?
Closure.
Is it closing? I don't know. I can't even say that. Are you from India? Which part of India are you from?
South.
Hyderabad? The Hyderabad people normally don't struggle with za and sa. Gujarati people struggle with sa. Say za. Say zoo. Yeah. Say again. Zoo. Loud. Zoo. Say closer.
Closure.
Yeah. You have to work on that. Okay. Now it's okay. Turn it off now. Turn the mic here. Now let me do it. Now I'll talk about these three people, and you'll also learn from them. Now, when you said I've got some percentages 26, 32, 10, 9, and 14, we don't do it this way. We don't do it like 1, 2, 5, 9, 10. No, it doesn't look like a continuous performance. It looks like you are a machine. What you can do, you can just parallel do one thing at a time. So driveway is 14%, roundabout is 9%, traffic signal 14%, other X junction 10%, something like this, so that it looks like a full sentence. Not like I can see some number sentences, driveway, roundabout, this and that, and some numbers 9, 5, 10. Make sense? Don't do that. Okay. Now let me perform it. All right, Roji, timer on curve, please. I've got a beautiful image in front of me. Let me talk about this image for 25 seconds. First of all, let me have a closer look at the title. And the title is urban. I can see so many numbers here. I can also see so many words here. The first word I can see is driveway, which is about 14%. Then comes roundabout, which is about something I can't see. Then comes traffic signals, is 9%. After that comes other X junction, which is 10%. And then other T junctions, 32%. And I think my time is up. Thank you very much. I love you so much. You see that? I made sure my words were clear. Did you see that? And what you do is your focus is to talk about this image and say it quickly. But my focus is to use, I said driveway, not a drive, I said driveway. A little slow, 9%, 32%. I have to say them a little clearly so the computer understands. Like Asim did very quickly. And you did too. Rohit, Priya, and Jayanti, you're all a little too quick. So focus has to be smooth. Now there has been a beautiful image, or there is a beautiful image, not like there is a beautiful image. So there is a beautiful image in front of me. Let me talk about this image for 25 seconds. If I have a closer look at this image, what I can see is that there is a beautiful title called Urban. I can see so many numbers here and also so many colors here, black, blue, and purple is my favorite color. Then comes some percentages, then comes some more numbers, and then comes my time is up. You see, a little smooth one after the other. But my focus is not to say it very quickly and move on. Rather, take your time, buy, like some buy our time. So you buy your time and say them. Like instead of, if you can say something in 5 seconds, drag it and say it for 7 seconds. Like I've got a beautiful picture. Now, I've got a beautiful picture in front of me. Let me talk about this image for 25 seconds. A little slow and steady. But remember that. Don't take any pause in between the sentences. Just to take breath and then move on very quickly. What I've noticed is that if you try to be a little slow so you can be clear, what you do, you also take longer pauses in between the sentences. That is what kills you. Don't do that. You lose fluency.
Does it work for written lecture as well?
Yeah, similar. All similar. Okay, everyone? Good. Move on. Okay. Now, can you just note my performance, how I'm reading? Okay. Number 2. My husband is a firstborn. He's always sticking up for the oldest. He feels bad for her that the others came so fast. He helps me to see what that feels like to have that attention and then lose it. Silverstone sees birth order triggers as an opportunity to heal parts of ourselves. I've learned to teach my middle daughter to stand up for herself. My mother didn't teach me that. I'm conscious of giving my middle daughter tools so she has a nice way to protect herself. No fumble, no hesitation. Every single word I pronounce without making any single mistake. That's all you need in your exam. So, do you think you can just do it like this? You have to practice a lot. So I want some of you, one of you at least, to do it like me without any fumble, hesitation. Now, let me explain some parts how I performed it. Did you notice I didn't take any pause in between? Yeah, I took breath, I think twice or once. I think once, I think, yeah, after ourselves. I took a long breath. And then that's what normally I do. I normally do. So if you take, of course, you can take breath, but the breath has to be very quick. You come back very quickly. All right? But smooth. When you the problem is that when you take breath quickly, or when you try to think, I have to say it slow and steady, but no breath. What the problem is that you also confuse it with your fluency. Start reading quickly. No, you don't read quickly. My husband is a firstborn. That was my pace. My husband is a firstborn. He's always sticking up for the oldest. No, I won't do that. Maybe some of you can do it because your clarity is more than others. Make sense? If someone reads quickly and they got 90, and you think that I'm also going to read quickly, I got 90, and you got 65, and you blame who? Pity. No. The friend who got 90 is speaking, his clarity is so good, even he is fast, the computer easily understands it. But with your case, your speaking is not, your English is not as good as his, you struggle. Don't do that. The safest bet is to read slow and steady, the way I just performed now. If you remember that pace, perfect. Okay, everyone? Now, and you also know that as an existing student, you also have access to this class. Do you know that? You have access to this class recording. Do you know that? Yes. So when you go home, you can just watch the class again. Bits and pieces, rewinding, forwarding. Do you know that? You didn't know that? So you have access to this class as well. When you go home, you can just, change. You can just go and play that particular part again. Maybe a little speaking or maybe a little reading, confusion time. Okay? And just do it. But it will be deleted after 24 hours. So do it within 24 hours. Okay. Because we have seen one of the Indian coaching centers in Kapurthala. So they opened, they enrolled with us. We didn't know that it was under a man's name 3 years ago, and they took our PT class and they played this on their TV, our live class.
But that's not.
That's not what.
Isn't it illegal?
Of course, it is illegal, but India mein kya illegal, kya legal? Like, so and they did it, and we were like, wow! And as soon as we found out about it, we just, canceled their enrollment, and I don't know how I did it, but we did that. Now, last week, Mandirji told me one of her relatives lives in Jalandhar, and then that girl goes to a coaching center in Jalandhar, Touchstone. You know Touchstone, famous. And she called Mandipji, I have got my exam tomorrow. Can you please give me some advice? Mandipji called her and explained that, okay, tell me how you do it. And then she explained everything. Mandipji, out of curiosity, asked her, do you have your listening summary, reading summary, anything fixed structure? And she said, yes, I've got some fixed, they give us a fixed structure. Mandipji was curious. She said, okay, can you send me that fixed structure? And that is our listening summary structure. Yeah, our listening summary structure. Then I told Mandipji yesterday, told Nadeem Bhai, in fact. Nadeem Bhai, call them, Touchstone Jalandhar, and tell them that our structure have been updated.
So they can
So
contact
so they can get the updated version. Will it be funny?
charge hefty amounts for the
Hefty amounts, yeah. Do you think it's a good idea? I'm calling from Emdad PT, Melbourne branch. I'm the manager here, so we wanted to update you on the structure, please. Can you pass on to the PT teacher, PT? It'll be. I think Nadeem already called them. So in India, anything can happen. So that's why we stopped the recording. We we cancel the, even if you have the link, it won't work after 24 hours. But in the other day, one of the naughty students, I think they must be listening. So in the comment, she said that don't worry, we can download it. Very clever people, you know, आज के ज़माने में. तुम डाउनलोड करके तुम करोगे क्या? तुम अपना स्कोर का सोचो, जल्दी करके स्कोर करके तुम भी निकल जाओ पीटी, इमदाद पीटी से, हम भी खुश हो जाए, क्योंकि जल्दी जितना जल्दी स्कोर आ गया, इट्स गुड फॉर यू, गुड फॉर अस. Good for us, we feel successful, we feel happy, not because we happy to get rid of you, of course not. You score quickly, we are happy because we feel we are successful. You score quickly, you apply for your PR early, you know, because you need to compete with these people too. You understand that? Because if they apply before you, you're going to be behind them. So apply early, get your PR early. Good. But don't stop smiling at them. Okay? Like competitors. हाँ? ये good punchline. कौन सा? ये apply PR वाला. है ना? इसी चक्कर में करेंगे. सही बात है. All right, now we want a couple of people, one boy, one girl, to perform this number 2. Yeah, Jayanti, and the next one, a boy. Who wants to do? I want a boy. Okay, Surya. Okay.
My husband is the first one. He always
Microphone, please. Yeah, pass kar do na, please. Yeah, yeah. Keep it close. Yeah, thank you. Start now.
My husband is the firstborn. He's always sticking up for the oldest. He feels bad for her. That's off.
See that?
Sorry.
One fumble means one mistake. Okay, one more mocha.
My husband is the firstborn. He always sticking up for
He
the
always.
oldest. He's always sticking up
One
for
more
the
chance, and that's all.
Okay. My husband is the firstborn. He's always sticking up for the oldest. He feels bad for her that the others came so fast. He helps me to see what
Helps
that
me
feels
to
like.
see. It helps me to see. She helps me to see. Jayanti, time is up. Surya, we used to do this in the past. If you make one mistake, you are out. Means you can't do it. So that's what you do. That's what you do at home. You practice it so hard. If you can say the whole thing, of course, taking a couple of breaths, but the whole thing without any single fumble or mistake, it means good, first class performance. Otherwise, you don't move on. Keep doing it even if you need to do it for half an hour. Of course, you can take a toilet break, but other than that, you don't move from your chair or table. You do it.
Because there are so many S in the paragraph.
Yeah, but it will be so many S's there, so many S, so many X's, so many L's. Surya, start.
My husband is a firstborn. He is always sticking up for the oldest. He feels bad for her that the others came so fast.
I'm sorry, I can't accept anymore because it feels bad for her. You see that fumble? This is also a struggle. One more marker. Shoot, three chances. Two more.
My husband is a firstborn. He is always sticking up for the oldest. He feels bad for her that the others came so fast. He helps me to see what that feels like to have the attention and then lose it. Silverstone sees but others triggers and
Triggers
what
as. It's a triggers and. Start. One more time. Last chance.
my husband is a firstborn. He's always sticking up for the oldest. He feels bad for her that the others came so fast. He helps me to see what that feels like to have the attention and
Have
then
that
lose it.
attention. To have that, not the. Sorry, time is up. You can't do it. You see? Priya, try करना चाहते हो? Okay. And after Priya, I'll give it to Rohit as well. Okay, let's see.
My husband is a firstborn. He's always sticking up for the oldest. He feels bad for her
Feels
that
feels के बाद oh आ गया. One more, two more chances.
my husband is a firstborn. He's always sticking up for the oldest. He feels bad for her that the others came so fast. He helps me to see what that feels like, to have that attention and then lose it. Silverstone sees birth order triggers as an opportunity to heal parts of ourselves. I have learned to teach my middle daughter to stand up for herself.
Stand up for twice आ गया. One last chance, but she was doing so well.
Yeah. My husband is the firstborn. He's always sticking up for the oldest. He feels bad for her that the others came so fast. He helps me to see what that feels like, to have that attention and then lose it. Silverstone sees birth order triggers as an opportunity to heal parts of ourselves. I have learned to teach my middle daughter to stand up for herself. My mother didn't teach me that. I'm conscious of giving my middle daughter tools so that
So you're doing so well. You see that? You see, you have to perform like this. You see, you are doing so well, Priya. I loved it the way you did it. But unfortunately, you know that all's well that you don't know the proverb. All's well that ends well. All is well that ends well. But if the ending is good, that's when everything is good. Otherwise, you started really nicely, but the ending was pathetic. Not good. So well tried, Rohit.
My husband is a firstborn. He is always sticking up for the old age. He feels bad for her that others come so fast.
The missing. One more chance. Two more chances, in fact.
My husband is a firstborn. He is always sticking up for the old age. He feels bad for her that the others come so fast.
Came,
He
not
helps
come.
me.
Came, so you said comes first. Came. One last chance.
My husband is a firstborn. He is always sticking up for the old age. He feels bad for her that the others came so fast. He helps me to see that.
Fail, Rohit. And also you're saying oldest. Oldest. So, oldest. The best boy or the best boy? Say it, Rohit. Best. Say Salman Khan.
Salman Khan.
So you can say Sami.
Sami.
Say Surya. You can say Sa. Yeah. So here is saying best. Best. Say
Best.
best. Bestie.
Bestie.
You're saying best. Oldest.
Oldest.
दोस्त है ना दोस्त हिंदी में दोस्त you can say dost, so you should be able to say best. You have to work on that. यहाँ पे कंफ्यूजन रहता है दोस्त गोश्त. We'll work on that later. Okay, thank you everyone for your performance. Now let's move on to question number 7. Ruchi will do number 6. Okay, number 7, reading blanks. Now, question number 1, social safety. Maybe I should give you some time to do it. Yeah. So everyone, now don't start doing it. Priya, सुन मेरी बात पहले. Instruction पहले सुनो ना. Now, question number 1, 2, 3, and 5. Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 homework. Don't do 4, 5. Do 1, 2, 3. You've got 6 minutes. Take 7 minutes. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, everyone. Now look at this question number 1. Social safety, Ruchi. Microphone like a badge, please. Social safety net program helps. Oh, sorry, help. Microphone. Can I have the microphone, please? Microphone back. Thank you. Pass copy, please. Thank you. Now, Paro, Ruchi, social safety net.
Social safety net programs help over 1.9 billion people in developing countries such as India, but because of corruption, much of the money or goods never dash those who need them.
Now tell me the answer. So easy, isn't it? So normally we say the money didn't reach the poor. So the help didn't reach them. Now, why not arrive? Why not help goods never find those, or goods never target those? Target meaning is different. Arrive and reach, they are similar meaning. Why not arrive? Tell me. Help didn't reach them. Help didn't arrive them. What's wrong here? Colloquial. Here we use reach as a collocation. Remember that. Help didn't reach the poor. But there is another reason why arrive is wrong here. As well as colloquial, another reason, and that is arrive never comes alone. Arrive comes with at. He arrived at the airport, or he reached the airport. Reach, no at, no preposition, but arrive, at. Reach, transitive verb. Arrive, intransitive verb. Reach requires the object immediately after it. I reached him, not reached at him. Him, object, immediately. Arrive, I arrived. Arrived the party, I arrived at the party. I arrived the station, I arrived at the station. So preposition is required, meaning it is intransitive verb. No preposition required. You can just immediately put the object. It's called transitive verb. All right. So whatever it is, forget the grammar term. So the point was, arrive comes with at. Reach, no at, nothing. Which is why arrive is wrong. Okay, move on. B.
Dash low quality rice is not safe from theft before it is distributed.
Yeah. So low quality rice ki baat ki ja rahi hai. The point in the beginning, they said the point was money or goods. Money or goods, they don't reach the poor. That's the first point. And then they said low quality rice is not safe from theft. Money or goods is okay. Even low quality rice bhi kya bolte? They also get stolen, unfortunately. So हमारे चोर का quality कितना, level कितना? So चोरी तो चोरी है, बीड़ी भी चोरी कर सकते हो. You can, चोरी means चोरी. The point is money goods are stolen, even low quality goods. So low quality rice भी चोरी होते, मतलब है चोरी. क्या बोलते हैं हिंदी में इसको? So low quality rice is also stolen. So even means you're a little surprised. So big things get stolen, okay, understandable. Even small things get stolen? How weird is that? So you use Facebook, understandable. But you use Facebook even in the toilet? Surprising, isn't it? Yeah, he eats, 2 eggs a day. Okay. 5 eggs a day? You see, makes sense? 2 eggs actually zyada hi hai. 1 egg. 1 egg is normal, Do you know that? If you ask any doctor, they won't recommend more than 1 egg every day. Do you know that? Do you eat eggs? How many a day? Only 1 is healthy, not more than 1. All right, but आपको बोलने की क्या फायदा? मुझे I have to look at myself. गरीब भाई बोलेगा सर आप खुद को देखो. I don't eat eggs at all. फिर भी माशाल्लाह ऐसा क्या करें? It's about. So the point was, remember that. Even हम use करते हैं when we talk about a little surprise. All right? He loves his. He bought. He bought his wife. he bought something for his wife, because he is celebrating homewarming party. He bought gift for his wife. Even he bought a gift for every single guest. You see that? It's a little too much. उल्टा तुम्हें गिफ्ट मिलना चाहिए, है ना? तो किसी घर पे तुम पार्टी में जाते हो तो at least you take something just as a token of, और लेके नहीं जाते हो कभी Gary. So we always do that, yeah. स्कूल में मुझे याद है, कॉलेज में नहीं, मैंने कितने बार कॉलेज में कितने बर्थडे गया, कभी कुछ लेके नहीं गया. सारे दोस्त है ना, उस पे ठीक है, पैसे नहीं बाद में दे देंगे, बात कभी आए नहीं. Intimate friends, they don't mind, हम ऐसे बहुत exactly, they don't expect either कि उनको भी नहीं देना है ना. So B is even, all right? Even. B even पढ़ो. Even low quality rice is also not safe. So even, yeah. See.
In a perspective, Hannah Guna discusses a recent study that highlights the benefits of biometric smart cards for cash transfers in workfare and income support programs in India. The smart cards ensured that only the real beneficiaries could dash up payments.
So smart cards mean if Ruchi has a smart card, I can't take Ruchi's smart card and take payments. I have to use my own smart card. That's what they're talking about. So the answer here is dash up payments. Collect up, organize up, pick up, or gear up. I don't believe gear up. How do you gear up payments? The payments had been geared by other authorities, and your job is to pick it up or collect it. Collect it. But we don't say collect up. I collected up my payment. No, I collected my payment or picked up my payment. Like message आता है ना, जब इंडिया में पैसे उठाते हैं, हम किसी को पैसे भेजते हैं ना, ओवरसीज में, your money has been picked up. मतलब क्या है? Collected by your beneficiary. So beneficiary is the one who gets the benefit. So if I get the benefit, I've got a smart card. So then I can pick up my own things I'm entitled to. No one else can take my things. So here the answer is pick up. Good.
And corruption was reduced dash.
No, minimally. Who chose minimally? If you chose minimally, you have a minimal chance of getting a PT score. Minimally means minimally means corruption didn't reduce much. He succeeded or he achieved minimal success. Meaning what? Not much. Insignificant. Thodi bahut. Not much. So when the smart cards were introduced, and look at the tone. Look at the tone of the author. The author is saying, after the successful after the introduction of the smart cards, corruption reduced substantially. Matlab kafi, significantly. Something synonym of significance. The answer is substantially. Anomaly means some unusual thing. So anomaly. Anomaly means something unusual, not usual. Mistakes. Anomaly means mistakes. So you've got you have made a report. You've got the anomalies in the report. Meaning what? The data was not entered properly. Wrong. Anomaly. Categorically means clearly. So the president categorically said that no. Prime Minister categorically said that there will be no freedom for Kashmir people. I'm sorry, this is a controversial topic, isn't it? It is. We shouldn't talk about it in the class. But we feel sad. Our Zishan is stuck there. Do you know our teacher Zishan? Our teacher Zishan is stuck there. He can't come out. Our teacher Zishan, I can't even contact him. Do you know Zishan? He's from Kashmir. He went to get married, but he's stuck there in the marriage. He can't come out. It's not good because he can't even enjoy his honeymoon. After marriage, what do you do? Go to your relatives, they invite you, you eat out. बेचारा का शादी तो याद रहेगी पूरी जिंदगी उसकी याद रहेगी. आ नहीं पा रहा ना. He can't come because of that. He will come next week. I heard it from. He came to Delhi to talk to me, talk to us, in fact. So he flew to Delhi from Srinagar. He caught the flight, but it was not easy to fly as well, you know. So many barricades, so many things. He came to Delhi. He turned on his phone. It worked in Delhi, and then he called me, and then he discussed when he's gonna come. He told me he bought the ticket for tomorrow. I guess I'm not sure. He's gonna come next by Sunday, Monday, inshallah. So, but you know, so sad that everything is stuck there. I hope things will resolve soon. Yeah, it's tension की बात है ना, Kashmir वाले. Tension, everything will be all right. I hope. Modi is sometimes he is pushing too much. Yeah, he's a little. Yeah, here's how he is. He's like to put too much. Ultimately, it will break if you push too much.
So just say we in a roast, it was Sushma Swaraj who died,
Mhm.
and then Arun Jaitley, my brother, was like, "Is he doing it on purpose? People are just being killed naturally." मुझे लगता है उसी का काम है.
उसी के काम है, ये तो बहुत ज़्यादा हो गया. They're old. They get. Oh, Sushma Swaraj, not too old. Yeah. What do you mean that he talks and people die?
I don't know.
Looks at them like, you know, like psychological thriller movie.
As powerful as yet.
Yeah, you look at someone. That's something amazing. Have you? Oh yeah, Bird Box. Bird Box. You look and you die. You don't know what Bird Box is? It's a movie. So if you look at someone, you die. So you don't look. Yeah. The whole movie is so funny. Anyway, but I liked it. Thrill was, yeah, they made it thrilling. Now, where was I, guys? The last one answer is other dash shows that, oh, this is where you need to show some talent. So you will get E right only if you are smart. I mean smart. Let's say Ruchi. Other dash.
Other dash shows that using technology for cash transfers particularly benefits women by giving them more control over funds.
Now tell me the answer, guys. Who chose study? The first answer. Sorry, studies. The first option. Studies. Yep, Jayanti chose it. Okay. Those who chose the first one, studies, I feel pity on you. I'm sorry for you. Do you see the verb shows? What does it mean? The noun cannot be plural. It has to be singular. How can you choose? Can you say there goes? They go. Or he goes. So studies eliminated. Wrong. Option B. Researches. For the same reason. Eliminated. We are left with study and research. Now let's do. Who chose study? Okay, majority chose study. Who chose research? Now I will tell you something here. You will love the rule if you remember the rule. Please remember it. Whenever you see other, O-T-H-E-R, other. Now listen, please don't write now. Listen first. You can never use any singular noun. Other will never be followed by a singular noun. You can't say other man, other book, other headphone. You have to say other men, M-E-N, other books, other headphones, other jackets, other cars. So other is something you can never use with a singular noun. You have to use it with plural noun. Good. Clear? बोलने दो मुझे थोड़ा सा confusion है. You just hold on to your thought. Okay, I'll come to you later. Now, but you can use another and a singular noun. So every example I gave you, we could use another there. Another man, correct. Another headphone, another shirt, jacket, car, correct. Is it clear? Another singular noun, correct. Other singular noun, wrong. Clear, everyone? Now, third point and the final point is, but if you have an uncountable noun, what noun? Water, juice, sugar, coffee, tea, equipment, advice, news, and so many other words, luggage, baggage, information. They are uncountable nouns. Kavaljit, they are? Now, with uncountable nouns, you have to use other. You can't use another. Is it clear? Now look at those two options, study and research. Now I'll tell you something. Study, have you ever heard of this expression studies? Multiple studies, many studies, studies. It's common word, studies. Study, one single study. Studies, more than one study. The study is a countable noun, which could be plural as well as single. So research is an uncountable noun. You can never say multiple researches took place. Wrong. You have to say research, singular noun. Is it clear? It is, sorry, it isn't, my bad. It is an uncountable noun. Research is an uncountable noun. You can never say researches. So remember that whenever we say a word is uncountable, what does it mean? Whenever we say a noun is uncountable, like what does it mean? It can't be made into plural. You can't make it plural. You can't make it water, waters. Wrong. Equipment, equipments. Wrong. Advice, advices. Wrong. Luggage, you can't say I've got 3 luggages. I've got 3 pieces of luggage. 3 pieces of luggage. I've got 3 cups of tea. 3 bags of rice. You can't say 3 rices, 3 teas, 3 luggages. Is it clear? So with uncountable noun, you can't make them plural. So here you have learned so many things. Point 1, 2, 3. Now tell me the answer here. Research. Is it clear, everyone? Very good. Ab puche Kavaljit. Thank you. Oh, I love you. So number 2. Number 2 करने से पहले boring हो गया ना, बहुत बात कर रहे हैं हम. Let's do number 6 quickly. Number 6 कर लेते पहले. Everyone, come to question number 6. Select missing word. Now select missing word में हम क्या करते हैं? There is an audio, and the audio suddenly stops for technical reason. Yeah? No? No one even is listening. क्या boring है लोग है ना? How do you teach?
I'm trying, sir.
Exactly. Shukra Jayanti knows it. Sami, why does the audio stop suddenly? Technical error? No. They deliberately stop it in the middle because there will be a few words left for you to choose from here. Yeah? Good. Now let's listen to this carefully.
Number 6.
Everyone listen to me for one more reason. One more thing, and that is select missing word. We don't recommend taking any notes. We recommend keeping your eyes closed. But if you're too old, you might fall asleep. So to take your eyes alone, close your eyes. My recommendation is when we close our eyes, we pay more attention. Okay. अगर गैरी आपकी गर्लफ्रेंड की याद आ जाती है, don't. ठीक है? तो बिल्कुल ही नहीं है. Please.
There are treasures of happiness all around us, but the problem is that we only appreciate them when something terrible happens. Usually, when we become sick, we appreciate our health. When we lose something, we appreciate it more. But we don't need to wait. If we develop a habit of being grateful, we can significantly increase our levels of happiness. Research by Robert Emmons and Mike McAuliffe observed people who kept a gratitude journal each night, where they wrote at least 5 things they're thankful for in life. The results showed that these people are happier, more optimistic, more successful, more likely to achieve their goals, physically healthier, it strengthens our immune system, and more generous to others. Keeping a gratitude journal is something that takes just 3 minutes a day, but
find it. That's it. Tell me the answer. Only 3 minutes a day, but has what? Okay, who chose A? A. Who chose B? Who chose C? Who chose D? E? E? E. Now let's play one more time, Ruchi. Okay. In the exam, it won't be played twice, but in practice, let's play it one more time. Yeah, from the beginning, please. Maybe not the beginning, yeah? Yeah, it's too long. You already know the meaning, yeah? So you have to have a journal where you will write Five or three things. Five things. Yeah. Five things you are thankful for in your life. Could be your mother, father, could be your children, could be your job, could be your friends. So you're thankful for. Okay, I have got this. My friend, my neighbor doesn't have a friend like me. Yeah, something like this. My neighbor always complains about her husband, but I am so happy. My husband is so romantic, loving, caring. Yeah. You see that the point? Yeah, from this angle. Oh, my friend doesn't buy my friend's husband doesn't buy her any gift. The last time she got a gift from her husband uh, was in her birthday 3 years ago. So husband is so confused, but my husband buys me gifts in on every occasion. He doesn't need an occasion sometimes. He's so romantic, so loving and caring. You see that? You feel, oh, I'm thankful. So when you write these 5 things every day before you go to bed, the psychologists say that so it brings positivity. You know, it's actually obvious that you feel thankful for. And one more side effect of this thing is that habit of one more side effect of this habit is that positive side. You'll feel that even if you have some issues with your husband, some occasional, issues here and there, you will feel it's okay, minor things should be ignored. He does so many major good things. If I want him to be super perfect, who am I? Am I a Captain Marvel, super perfect lady? Have you seen Captain Marvel? You don't know Captain Marvel, all right. You don't know Avengers. Do you know Avengers? Is it a new test? Avengers, Avengers, yeah? Good. So I'm not a superwoman or super wife. Why do I expect my husband to be a super husband? He'll make mistakes. He's a normal human being, all right? In the same way, think about your wife. I'm not 100% perfect husband. Why do I expect my wife to be perfect? Okay, so these journals help us to be happy in our life, satisfied. So the last part, let's listen to the last 10 seconds one more time, Ritu.
Last 10 seconds.
Yeah, 10 seconds, please.
More likely to achieve their goals, physically healthier, it strengthens our immune system, and more generous to others. Keeping a gratitude journal is something that takes just 3 minutes a day, but
has, let's do it one by one. With your first option, Paro, microphone. But has
positive effects in social relationship.
It's not wrong. It's not wrong. You can't eliminate it. Looks good. B.
Has significant and positive results.
Some of you might ask, sir, if you got something not wrong, why are you reading? That's what we do in MCQ. In multiple choice questions, you don't choose your answer until you go to the last answer. Maybe you get the first answer okay, the last answer more than okay. You choose the more than okay answer. You know that, right? Good. B,
has many adverse consequences.
B,
has significant and positive results. Has
wait, don't you think B is better than A? A talks about only social relationships. B talks about overall general. So why would you choose A, not B? B is better than A. C.
Has many adverse consequences.
Adverse means negative. Completely wrong. D.
Has claimed many lives.
Oh, dangerous. E.
Has demanded greater amounts of efforts.
E means it takes a lot of efforts, but only takes 3 minutes every night. E is completely opposite, Sami. E says it needs more time, more efforts, but it's just effortless. Take a notebook open, write only 3 minutes. It might even take less than 3 minutes. Then I write it every now and then. Not every day, of course. And then I see it just takes a couple of minutes, sometimes 1 minute. Yeah. So don't just think. If you just think, it's not as effective as when you write. Beautiful. So the answer is B. Good. How many of you got B right? Raise your hand. Well done, boys. Now, come to blanks. Blanks number 2. We humans.
We humans tend to believe that our dash skills are unique, not only in degree, but also in kind.
Yep.
The more close.
Now, we humans tend to believe that our dash skills are unique, not only in degree, but also in kind. You have to be a little smart to understand this passage. It's a little advanced level. Do you know academic IELTS, academic passages? It's a little advanced passage, not like general passage. Restaurant open at 8 and close at 6 p.m. It's a little advanced topic. So let's go deeper into our brain, understanding this. Now, we humans tend to believe that our dash skills are unique, not only in degree, but also in kind. Because you have already done this passage, so I can talk about it now. Now, in the next lines, you will see that the author will give us examples of apes. Apes, yeah? And apes also have something which we have, meaning it's not unique. Unique means what? Only I have it, you don't. In the beginning, we humans, we thought that we are unique, but ultimately, okay, we are not unique. The same skill is also shared by other animals, other species. So ultimately, it's a perception we have will be challenged, will be cancelled by further research and development. So let's read one more time. We humans.
We humans tend We humans tend to believe that our dash skills are unique not only in degree but also in kind.
Now here I need to talk about one more thing I forgot: degree and kind. So I've got, we humans, we have got 5 different kinds of skills. You know, skill A, skill B, skill C, skill D, skill E, but they're all different kinds of skills, not similar, different. And skill A, this is called degree. Skill A, my level is level 5, top level. Skill A could also be shared by monkeys, apes, but their level is, degree is level 2. Make sense? Skill B, C, D, E, they are not shared by other animals. So this is like we are unique. So when we say the skills of kind means type. So the other types of skills, these are types, and degree means range. So skill A, if I have level 5, means my degree is higher than a monkey which only has a level 2. Make sense now, everyone? Like visual power, the way we see the world. There are some animals whose power to see is much better than us. You know that, right? Dolphins, bats, yeah, and vultures. You see that? So they have, dolphin can even scan. Do you know scan a pregnant woman? Do you know that? They can scan the baby. Do you know that dolphins can scan the baby? Their eyes are like scanners. So dolphins, vultures, and और एक animal क्या बोला था? Bats, yeah. So they've got a better visual. Now, in terms of type or kind, do you share their thing? Of course we do. Type, we share. Visual, we can see, they can see. How about degree? They are like 100, we are like 2. Make sense, everyone now? That's called type. And degree means level, type means type. Just like E-type, East knowledge, I don't have, like driving. It's the type. I have it, maybe Ruchi doesn't have it. Cooking, type. Ruchi has it, I don't have it. Is it clear? Now let's another skill, stitching. Yeah, degree. My Ruchi's degree, my degree could be different. Yeah, but type, we share the type. Cooking, she has upper hand. I don't have anything. Sorry, I don't have the skill at all. Driving, yeah, we also drive. So we can say that, degree could vary up and down. Is it clear, everyone? So that's what I wanted to say. There are some motivational books as well where they talk about all these types and degrees if you want to explore more. Now, so ultimately, answer: inborn, innate, cognitive, collaborative. Now, our inborn skills are unique. Our innate skills are unique. If you know the rule, I told you before that if you have 2 similar meanings, same meaning wala words in any MCQ, if you have 2 synonyms, exact synonyms in any MCQ, both are wrong. Both are inborn, innate, they both mean the same, they're wrong. Third option, Paro? Cognitive means, cognitive is something about our thinking and perception, thoughts and perception, understanding ability. Thinking and understanding ability. Last one is collaborative. Collaborative is like together. It doesn't make sense. The best answer here is cognitive skills. Sorry.
The more closely we look at other species, the clearer it becomes that the difference is 1 of degree.
Meaning they also possess the type of skills we possess. Ultimately, it is about the degree. Maybe our range is better than theirs, but they still have this type of skill. Okay, so ultimately we are not unique. Make sense? Now, is it a contrast from the first sentence? First sentence said we are unique. Second sentence says the closer we look, we see that they also have the same skill, but maybe their degree is a little less. Ultimately, the first sentence says we are unique. We are unique. Our type different, our range different. Animals are not unique. Ultimately, B saying no, 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 no. You are wrong. The closer we look at it, we find that they also have the same quality. Is it contrast or something similar? Then what word should we use? Find it. However, very good. Although wrong because although requires, yeah, two things. Although he is poor, he is happy. So there is nothing like this here. Move on.
Researchers show that 3 different dash of apes are able.
Easy. 3 different types of apes. Who chose types? Sharam ki baat hai, Jayanti. I don't believe you said that. Do we talk about types of animals or species of animals? Types and kinds similar. So there are 3 types of headphones. Correct. 3 species of headphones. It means headphones have lives, which is wrong. So 3 types, 3 kinds, but 3 species with animals. We use species with animals. Yeah. Move on.
The apes appear to understand that individuals have different dash about the world, dash overturning the human-only paradigm.
Easy, yeah. Meaning understanding, to understand. Good. Perception. Perceptions, yeah.
Perception about the word dash overturning the human-only paradigm of the theory of mind.
Das, yeah. Das means as a result. Das overturning. So remember that whenever you talk about das, this is a structure. Okay, so he, we can say that. Yeah, he worked really hard, thus overcoming those petty struggles. Okay, overcoming. So he worked really hard, and as a result, he overcame. He worked really hard, thus overcoming those petty struggles, or overcoming petty struggles. So instead of saying he worked really hard and thus overcame, we can say that. But now, bolke, I'm skipping and. I'm saying he worked really hard, comma, or no comma is okay, thus overcoming. It's a present participle structure. Is it clear, everyone? So we use thus and ing when you don't use and in between. If you use and, no ing. Is it clear? So he worked really hard and thus saved a lot of money. He worked really hard and thus saved a lot of money. If I skip and, I can say he worked really hard, comma, thus saving. Very good, Priya. Saving a lot of money. Is it clear? Thank you, guys. Let's do homework for. Keep them all 3 homework. Okay. I'm gonna post. Which is gonna post the answers. Manoj, bold please. Answers to these 3 tasks in the writing correction group at 8 p.m. tonight. So please check your answers there. 8 p.m. tonight. Okay. Let's finish the class here. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you.
Okay, other bunches we can disconnect now and take the open discussion sessions on our own. Thank you. Okay, guys, so now this is our open discussion session. If you have any questions, any question that you want to perform with me, we can do that. We can take that time. Any questions you have? Okay, sir. Sorry. Hanji.
I'm sorry about this.
Yeah, that's okay. Don't be sorry.
Just come closer to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Other is plural. Research is also plural. Right?
No, other. Okay, Jayanti, the rule is not. हाँ 7 की जगह 5 बिल्कुल आ सकते हैं, डिपेंड कि आप क्या खिचड़ी वहाँ पे पका रहे हो. Let me tell you one thing, you can score 8 even with that older structure. But the thing is that in that scenario, you can't afford to make a mistake with other questions. Then you have to be just on the top. Like you can't make a mistake with the retail lecture, with the repeat sentences, with other listening questions. Do you get my point? Right? So you don't have that liberty. Okay, guys, a very good morning to all of you. Thank you very much. Let's go to our Facebook page quickly. There is only one post that we need to read. And your name is? Sangeeta. Okay. You do understand Hindi? Okay. Quickly, guys, let's go to our Facebook page, Emdad Speed and IELTS, and then read this post. Hanji, what is there? What is the first post? This is a success story, 5948. This is Osama. He's got 83 in. Talk to me, guys. 83 in listening, 82 in reading, 90 in speaking, and 89 in writing. One day, sooner or later, you hope to find your photos along with your scorecard on our Facebook page, right? Okay. Hopefully that day comes sooner than later. Okay, guys, can I please ask you to put your phones aside? And let me remind you again about the online appointments. Online appointments, you can do it over the phone. You can take appointments in the session, right? After every session, there will be there's an half an hour which is allocated just for the discussion. We did a few discussion right now. Take the benefit of these, and yeah, that is it. So have you got the worksheets? Not yet. Please pass it on. Okay, guys, we have got almost all the questions from speaking today, except answer short question. Pass it on. Pass kar do aage aage. How are you? I'm good, thank you. There you are. And this it is. आपका नाम क्या है? हरप्रीत. Okay. थोड़ा friend नहीं है आज? Okay, ठीक है. Okay, guys, quickly go through question number 1 and 2. Describe image and read aloud. Anyone who doesn't have the format for describe image question? Any one of you who doesn't have the format? You don't? What's your name? Dinesh. Okay. Where are you from? Nepal. Okay. Sangeeta, you have the format for that? Describe image? Okay. Guys, you need to talk to me. Only then would I be able to help you out. I forgot your name. Maninder. So in case if you are reading, are you doing first question or second? First. So when you get to start doing the second question, I should be able to hear your voices. You have to read the passages aloud, not in your heart or your mind. You have to use your words properly. Okay.